hedges, the Georgia Bulldogs are set to kick off another home opener. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wildcats about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that raw man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires and picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
There was a lot of talk coming into this game about what the weather conditions were going to be like, and we asked the coaching staff about it, and they said, look, we've got a guy that we feel can spin it in the practice. We've seen it in games. That one, though, looked like it got a little bit away from him there on the opening drive here in these tough conditions.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Delivers the contact. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first in that opening drive of the season. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Northwestern will send out the punt team and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll take it in. The offense set for a 1st down play. Now on the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games...
Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Dogs are on the move. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Northwestern, 14, Georgia.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Here comes the offense on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slow conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, they kept it that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he got loose. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You bet.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilcox.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to move.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Safe completion on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Quickly complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Brooks. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They spun that. On 4th down and come up bankrupt. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some... They got it away from the shadow of their own goalpost. Now out past the 20 on 1st and 10. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try to take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys. What else is happening in college football this weekend? UC... right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 9 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his legs, it's Brooks. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing right. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look, they're trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Man, these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. They will score. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Northwestern right back to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Got his man. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.